because promises regarding a mandatory register have been made for years, although under previous Conservative governments they have never materialised. But I've got great hopes for our forgotten children this time. How many of them are there? We just don't know. The DFE can only estimate perhaps as many as 185,000 children. And all the rules regarding safeguarding of children have seemingly ceased to apply. Of course, on our benches, there's no disagreement in acknowledging the right for a parent to homeschool their child. And post-COVID, this has become a lot more popular. But we do need to understand what lies behind the decision to home educate. Sometimes it's because, as has been mentioned, local authorities have failed in their duty to provide suitable, safe education. For example, children with special educational needs has been mentioned, or perhaps who've been bullied at school. But sometimes a child isn't receiving enough of the right quality of education to fit them for adult life. And sometimes the reasons are more sinister, and a child is being neglected and abused, so luridly exemplified by the systematic abuse and tragic and horrific death of Victoria Colombier. My lords, concern about family privacy should never be allowed to undermine the best interests of the child. And lack of a compulsory register gives the opportunity for unregistered schools to flourish, who can then avoid oversight from the DFE and hence avoid regulations that may conflict with their religious teachings. Freedom to practice a religion doesn't give religious groups the right to deprive children of an adequate education in a safe setting. I'm respectful of mainstream registered religious schools, but unregistered religious schools in particular fail to conform to school standards, particularly in regards to safeguarding and quality of education, leaving these children open to physical abuse and woefully underprepared for the outside world, dependent on the insular religious community that they were born into. They don't know what the outside world has to offer, and they may never break free. So I urge the noble lady, the Minister, in her remarks, to take advantage of my noble friend's bill to reclaim our lost children and give them the education that they need and deserve in a safe environment to the standard that will equip them to become successful and productive citizens of tomorrow.
My lords,